peace is the single most important thing. You know, throughout this journey of self development, of growing, of getting older, of I guess what some people will call wisdom. What I realized the most, as many epiphanies as I've had, the one that sticks to your rib, the one that really matters the most, and it comes up over and over and over and over again, is peace, truly, because that is what I want. That is what I think about. That is what I focus on. And I think at a certain point, it maybe has become an obsession. Maybe it has become something I was super hyper focused on. And maybe sometimes that was bad because there's more to life than just one thing. Even when you even when you committed to growing, you committed to learning, it's still more to life than that. Like even for music, for example, I used to do the same thing with music. Be super hyper focused on music. Oh, I gotta do this. I gotta make certain this many songs a day. I gotta da 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 da. But I just took a break, probably like going on 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks before the day where I wasn't even thinking about music. I wasn't even worrying about making it. I wasn't worrying about because I poured into myself in different ways. Sometimes I just want to play the video game. Sometimes I just want to meditate. Sometimes I just want to read. Sometimes I just want to do some other stuff that's not what I already have been doing, you know. But at the same time, peace is always very important and it's always going to be a priority of mine because I know the opposite of that. I know what chaos feels like, and I know what bitterness and really just bullshit emotions that I used to indulge in. I know what it feels like. And I don't deny myself those feelings whenever they flare up, but I don't indulge into them as much as I used to either. You know, like just cause something happened don't mean it gotta negatively affect the rest of your day. So here I am going right back to peace. Something I realize is if you're not choosing peace, if you're not actively choosing peace, you're choosing chaos. You're choosing conflict. And one of the reasons why I even stopped making content. I stopped making these videos. I stopped all of it because I just needed to reset, you know. But like I said, if you aren't choosing peace, you're choosing chaos, you're choosing conflict. Something I like to do that really helps me out to make sure I'm choosing peace at all times is to look at what I'm doing. Like take a step back. Like act like your life is being recorded from a camera angle at all times, right? And zoom out. Become the lens of the camera, you know. But become the watcher, rather than doing or saying or striving as we always do, especially in America, as we always motherfucking do. Let's just take a little second to be like, all right, I'm striving towards this. I'm trying to attain that. Let me just be. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to just be how you are, however you are, without judgment, without condemning yourself, without listening to the judgments of others and applying them to our own lives? And for me, that's helped me exponentially, man. I'm not just a content creator. I'm not just a music creator. I'm not just a motherfucking a bill payer. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just my title at the job. I'm not just a son. I'm not just a brother. I'm not just that. I'm not just anything that you can put, you know, as a word or as a category. And it took me a while to realize that, understand that, and practice it. Most importantly, practice it. But I'm finally at the space where I'm comfortable. Well, I've been at the space, but I'm finally at the space that I'm comfortable, that I'm cool, that I'm not worried, that I'm nonchalant, that I'm cool, that I'm unbothered. truly, and not to get back or not to make anybody feel any type of way, but just so I can feel the wholeness, being whole, being complete, being cool, being content. Ambition culture teaches us that contentness is bad. You shouldn't be content. You should always strive for more. You should always, 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 always. But it's like, bro, that ain't what I'm after. That ain't what I'm after. I'm after just being. I can choose to do stuff when I choose to do stuff. But for the most part, bro, I just want to be who I am. I just want to be who I am without judgment, without casting judgment or receiving judgment. I am what I am, and I'm not what I'll never be. You feel me?